I've created a series about some of the most talked about marketing trends for 2023. As a content creator myself, I wanted to discuss with guests the impact this will have on the market. Have a listen to the conversation and see if you agree with us or not. Video marketing is still, in my opinion, very crucial. And in your opinion, what do you think? Yes or no?
Yeah, I mean, companies have to invest in it and use the resources they already have. So many companies, 2020, 2021, they still create and run webinars. And you can do so much with the recordings. Like you can trim it, you can cut it, you can put on your YouTube, on your Instagram, wherever. Like you have this material. And there are so many just webinar recordings that are somewhere just on your site or for your email list or something like that, which is, I think, a waste because you can do way more with it. And we said about this like vertical videos and videos in general, how they are conquering TikTok, obviously, like Instagram, YouTube, all the short like versions. Like that's it. I would say from a webinar that's 30-40 minutes long, you can create at least 5 videos. I would say at least 5 super short videos and put them on your social media.
Well, if you had let's say a concise, very informative 20-minute video that was recorded through a webinar, you'd be able to get 20 videos if you positioned yourself in the frame of the camera so that your content was off to the side and you positioned yourself in the frame in landscape mode and you positioned yourself in the way that you could be potentially put into a portrait frame, you would then be able to overlay and have the webinar presentation below, blown up obviously, and then yourself conducting that webinar in a short form content. So you could have a condensed version or 20 snippets of your very informative webinar split. So if you've got, let's say, full HD recordings at 1080p, you're then able to record what you are showing and presenting to that wider audience. You're then able to put yourself on top and then you split the screen half and half. And then you've got the webinar being recorded and you've now got content that can be repurposed in landscape and portrait mode.
Yeah. And you can use it for promoting your next webinar, for example. And then people will be coming to your webinar because they saw this trailer, they like it. And then on your webinar, you can have all these interactive options like polls and surveys and contests and embedding stuff.
You can keep it as interactive as possible, but on that initial video, they don't want to see promotion, because if they see self-promotion, shameless plugging of your channel or your, like most Reddit subreddits have no shameless plugging, no self-promotion, because if a viewer or the audience member is going to want to go to your, let's say, software, so you've got LiveWebinar, you've got Demio, you've got ClickMeeting, you've got all the big webinar companies, and then if you have, hey, we do this, and then you have a video of you actually just doing it, not saying anything, they just see a little logo above you, or they see you wearing a shirt, or something like promoting this, they're already going to know who you are, and they're going to be watching that content and focusing on the informative and useful information in that, and they're going to go, oh right, this company, and they're going to search you up, and then they're going to look for the next one, like when's the next webinar, when's the next video being released. They're going to subscribe to the YouTube channel, they're going to look at your Instagram, they're going to look at your Twitter, they're going to look at your social media channels, because they're like, this information is of value to me.
I want more. And then they can go down an absolute rabbit hole where some of the subscribers to my personal YouTube channel are going, oh my gosh, you're so funny, I went on a deep dive and now I can't stop. I'm like, okay, go to bed. You could literally go on a deep dive when you can't sleep at 3 a.m. Yeah, but like webinars, you can reuse them afterwards.
Because they can be evergreen.
Yeah, and you can do it. That's another thing. But you just have this content. So many companies have these pieces of content, and they should be used. And then whenever they're gonna create more webinars or any type of video, really, or some virtual events or something, you can always have it in like mind mode. Okay, I can record something extra, like a minute extra, and just use it for social media. Or when we do this, as you said, like position yourself properly, so it will be just like super easy for you to record.
Just to crop it and be able to edit it.
Yeah.
If you are moving around this all the time, it's going to cause the editor a lot of problems when they're trying to face track you, and it's going to cause some motion blur and it might be confusing.
But I mean, like, that's something you need to learn yourself. Like, don't be...
you can't sit like a robot.
But don't be like kind of put off by your first try and it's not gonna be perfect. No, it's never perfect. Like, you need to try, you need to learn.
You need to fail and fail and fail until you succeed.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, I got used to talking to a camera by imagining somebody's face inside the lens. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but if you picture who you wanted to talk to, let's say you want to talk to your mum, put your mum's face inside the lens, and you just talk to your... It works. And I was a little bit rigid in the beginning, but then everyone that knows me is like, yeah, I saw you doing this. So there we have it. So you've got AI, you have video marketing, you have hybrid and remote workers, and of course, keeping up with all the trends with being there for your employees. And in your case, it'd be there for your employees. And in my case, employers be there for their employees and understanding. Make sure people trust your brand. Do people trust your brand? Do you have clients that keep coming back?
I hope so. We are recommended a lot. We don't have a sales team, so it's all like coming through us.
So you have all this word of mouth circling around. You're getting new clients all the time without a single sales team.
Yeah.
Take note, people. Take note.
Yeah, it's all recommendations for me. That's the best currency.
Because your brand has value now.
Yeah, my brand is true to their values, and that's what it's important now with all this AI, with all automation.
Gotta be true.
You need to be true. Like, it will be discovered very soon if you're not true.
Yeah, if you're vapid. So on that note, thank you very much for joining me today, Kinga.
Thank you very much for having me.
Not a problem. It's been an absolute pleasure. And until the next time.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's do that.
Cheers.
Thanks.
And see ya to all of you.